All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about how to make any woman miss you badly, even if she's not interested in you. Now, look, the title of this is a little weird because I'm actually reacting to a YouTuber. Her name is Olivia Alexis, and I found that to be interesting. How can you make somebody miss you if they're not interested in you? So I decided to just react to that. And let me see what she has to say. And I'm gonna give you guys my feedback based on what she has to say, and I'm gonna tell you how I believe you can make any woman miss you. And the thing is that people are like your taste in people are like food. Nobody's gonna make you if you don't like fish. Nobody's gonna make you like fish. You know what I'm saying? It has to be within you. That doesn't mean that fish is bad. That just means you don't like fish, and there's nothing anyone could do about it. It's the same thing with people. Sometimes people just will never like you, but there are some things you can do to increase your likelihood of them liking you, increase the likelihood of them missing you. So let's see what she has to say, and maybe if whether or not if I'm gonna agree with her.
Woman miss you. In order to make a woman miss you, you have to give her something that she feels like is unique and that she can't get anywhere else. This will work whether you're in a relationship or just talking with a woman, it doesn't matter. Number one is don't contact her. Women are used to men steadily chasing and pursuing them, but no one can miss you if you're always there. Simply not communicating and distancing yourself will keep you on her mind. She'll start to wonder what you're doing, what you're up to, etc. Because the fact that she has
Stop. Well, look, yes, I do agree, right? Not contacting her, right? But the problem is that at what point do you do that, right? Because you can't just do that in the beginning. You first have to set a rhythm, set a momentum, right? Create expectations, because people only miss you when they're used to you. You get what I'm saying? So you can't just do this in the beginning. She has to already have developed feelings for you. You guys have to understand, you don't miss anyone who you don't have feelings for, right? You don't miss your acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? But when you have feelings for someone, you do miss them. So if you're gonna make somebody miss you, you gotta wait for them to like you at first, right? So that means not fucking it up, waiting until a few dates so that they can develop feelings. And then if you develop a pattern of you talking to them every day, texting them every day, then you could stop that pattern and then get them to chase you as a result of you breaking that pattern. But just not contacting them, the only way for this to work is if you already remind her of someone she has feelings for. So it could be maybe that you remind her of her dad, and her dad never really gave her all the attention. Maybe you look like her ex, and this is her way to continue the relationship she had with her previous boyfriend. It's like when a dog dies and you buy a dog that looks similar to the other dog, right? That you could do that, but it's like usually those relationships don't last too long.
Hasn't heard from you will make her imagination run wild. She'll eventually start to imagine you with other women, and jealousy will start to set in. By you not contacting her, you're showing her that you're independent of her and that you don't rely on her to continue living your life. The real reason why no contact works is because it feels like rejection.
And a woman's number one weakness is her vanity and self-esteem, right? And her vanity is gonna get pissed off at the fact that you're not initiating contact, but you gotta be careful. Some women are just trying to get you to chase so that then they can reject you. And now, if they do that, you can't take that personal, right? Because if you're taking it personal, then that means you're playing with the wrong tools. You can't let your ego be in this. For example, I was playing basketball yesterday, and I play very intense, and I piss people off a lot. And when I play, people get really mad, but it also makes the games good. Anyway, so one of the guys that we were playing, my whole team, it was two other people. They were playing lazy, but this other team was playing hard. So I was so mad that my teammates weren't playing hard. So I was playing hard, and I was pissing off the other team because they were like, dude, you're playing too hard. But I'm like, you guys are playing hard, and my guys don't want to play hard. What the fuck do you want me to do? Anyways. So it was game point, and this bummy looking, slim, Manu Ginobili looking ass motherfucker, like, they did a step back, pushed me, and shot it over me. Game winner, right? And then when he did that, he was like, yeah, fuck you. But I was so detached and I was having so much fun that I just went up to him and was like, hey, man, that was a fucking good shot, my man. Come here. And I gave him a hug, gave him some physical, just hey, man, looked at him in the eye, good game, right? I could have been mad because my girl was there watching too. I could have been mad and been butthurt, and no, but I knew that I can't take this personal. This is just a game. You could remove the animosity between me and him if I just see him as a friend. It's the same thing with dating. You can't just be afraid of getting played by women because that's inevitable. You can't let a few losses get to you. Now I understand that a lot of guys that are watching this have a lot of losses on their belt. That's why I tell you guys, go into a meditation retreat. Take a meditation retreat. It will help. Like a 10-day Vipassana retreat.
Shows a woman that he's well equipped and very much capable to handle life without her, she begins to realize that she's an option, not a requirement for him. And this type of rejection ironically makes her crave you more. The reason romantic rejection gets us hooked is because it stimulates the parts of our brains that's associated with motivation, reward, addiction, and cravings. Number 2, show her you're still living your life. When a woman is missing you, the first place she will try to check up on you is social media. If she logs on and sees little to no updates from you on there, she'll think that you're not doing much with your life because for some reason people think that if you didn't post it on social media, it didn't happen. Post some of your successes and fun times to social media. This doesn't have to be in like a boastful or cocky way. Even if you don't have any wins or successes, just posting a nice picture of yourself, knowing it will pop up in her timeline will suffice. By dropping hints of your successes and wins, it lets her know that she's missing out on your life event.
Well, that's true. The fear of missing out is a thing. But again, for me, the first one, if you want to make a woman miss you, you first have to give her some form of validation. In other words, make her feel special. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. If you guys watch my previous videos, you guys knew I didn't teach this. But it is true. Looking at them in the eye, making them feel like you really like them, making them feel like you're open to connect with them emotionally, but not afraid of losing them. In other words, I've gotten in the habit of expressing how I feel. Like saying, hey man, I like you a lot. You're cool. You'd be surprised how often guys don't say that. I know goddamn well that you guys hear me say that and you're like, you're breaking the rules. I know goddamn well you don't say that. I think I'm talking about a gray area here because it is a gray area. There is expressing how much you like a girl in a needy way. And then there's telling her in a non-needy way. And I think I have to be a little careful when I talk about this because it could sound like I'm telling you guys to tell women that you like them, but that's actually not true. What I've just noticed is that being a little, like, I got to make a video about that because that's actually a very nuanced take that I think if I say it, you guys are going to get confused.
Events. And women love to be part of a man's life events because it makes her feel like that she's actually a part of your life. Number 3 is don't give in to the attention bait. When she realizes that she hasn't heard from you, you haven't reached out, she'll try to indirectly get your attention, usually via social media. She might do this through a nice picture of her, a subliminal status about you, etc. She's doing these things for you.
Yeah, a girl who, long story short, she fucked up. I'm just gonna be honest. She fucked up. And then all of a sudden, I saw her profile picture with the scarf that I gave her, right? That's her communicating, hey, I like you. Hey, pay attention to me. Another thing that you could do to make a girl miss you is don't talk to her after an argument. Like, when you don't talk to a woman after an argument, it really does get to them because they want to resolve it. It's fucked up, but sometimes you do need space for them. And I'm that type of person that when I argue with you, I need space. But what I notice when I do that, they end up blowing up my phone. And I'm like, that's very interesting.
Them. She will be sitting there like a fiend waiting to see if you'll notice them, if you'll like them, etc. The moment that you like her pictures,
and don't forget, use a coupon code MINDFUL to get 50% off all of my courses. That includes Dark Game, it's like Emotional Mastery, Charisma Blueprint. So 50% off using that coupon code MINDFUL.
You're letting her know that you see her and you're acknowledging her. This is validation for
Bitch,
her.
I see
she
you.
She will notice that none of those likes on her picture are from you, and it will drive her crazy. Number 4 is don't be eager, be vague. When she actually does reach out to you, because she will, don't be overly excited to hear from her. Expressing too much excitement is a major turnoff for a woman because
the most important thing with a man is learning how to show contained emotions. So if you're happy at a 100, show it at an 80. If you're mad at a 100, show it at a 50. You know what I'm saying? Learn not to show the full range of your emotions with your woman. Do it with your boys. Do it with other people, but with your woman, you want to be more relaxed and stable, right? Because what that does is that when she does see the full range of your personality, like with my boys, with my friends, I behave differently with my friends. I say different jokes with my friends. And to her, seeing that the other side of me makes me look mysterious because she's like, oh my God, I've never seen that part of his personality. So you know what I'm saying? So it just makes it seem like there's more to you than meets the eye.
It's a sign of dependency. When you're too excited to hear from her, it tells her that you've been missing her and waiting for her to contact you. In her mind, she imagines you sitting by the phone, waiting for it to ring. Even though that's probably not true, that's still what she pictures in her mind.
Because that's what she does. That's what women do. So it's like when guys think that, when women think that, when guys think that women like guys that are strong, that are muscular. So what guys do, they exaggerate and get too big, right? It's the same thing. Where women think that just because they do it, that also means that they're going to do it, which is not the case. Like, you know how many times I've been accused of being needy when in reality I'm not needy? Like, I'm like, bitch, that doesn't mean I love you. Who said I love you? Like, I thought you wanted something. I'm like, no, I just said I like you. I like your personality. And, like a girl actually pulled away once because I told her I liked her. And I'm like, girl, that's not my problem. I told you, I'll say that 50 times. I don't think that's my mistake. I think that's a you problem, that you're uncomfortable with somebody liking you.
So instead, play it cool and give her simple forms of communication, meaning don't go too lengthy with the responses. Keep it extremely vague and simple but cordial. A simple response like, hey, how are you? Is cordial but vague enough to stand out. Mm-hmm. Number 5 is
don't be butthurt. Don't be like, hey, why didn't you respond to me? Don't be butthurt. Just be relaxed but distant. And relaxed, distant, but open to meeting.
Create jealousy. Now look, this doesn't mean that you have...
That's called triangulation.
...the full-fledged date or talk to somebody else. This could mean that you post a picture with friends and then there's a woman in it.
Or you could tell her how your workout partner is a girl, or how your favorite, your one of your favorite people is your best friend who used to be a girl. I don't know, maybe she's trans now, right? But I tell it to women, right? Where you tell the guy, you don't have to bang the whole football team, but just allow her to feel the presence of other men. So just having a personal trainer, for example, right? But with women, you could just talk about study partner, or you could just talk about how great the people who you work with are, which are mostly women. That type of stuff.
This could mean that you tag a woman in your pictures, because trust me, she will notice that a woman is tagged and she will go and stalk her page to try to see who this woman is. She could be just a friend, or maybe not. The point is that she doesn't know. Her imagination will always take her to the point of you being involved with another woman. Even posting a picture of your celebrity crush.
Yes, I was literally going to say that. Especially if the celebrity crush looks the opposite of how she looks. If she's a white girl that looks like a fucking pencil drawing, stick drawing, then talk about how much you love Nicki Minaj or fucking whatever thick girl there is out there, especially if she's black. Like, play the opposite race. That type of stuff makes people insecure, because every girl is jealous of the opposite girl that looks like them. Every girl is jealous and feels threatened by the opposite of her.
A type of jealousy in a woman. The point here is that you're showing her that you have other options besides her, because in reality, you do. Number 6 is nickname her. Giving her a unique nickname that means something to her is a guaranteed way to make her miss you. Because
oh yes, and it's a good way to not mix up names. But I do agree, it's like branding her.
Because every single time she hears this name, she'll automatically think of you. Now look, I wouldn't recommend
Hey Moth Queen
doing a nickname that's so rare that she would likely never hear it again. It needs to be common enough so that she encounters it again. As I said before, it needs to have some kind of importance and relevance to it. Maybe you create a nickname for her centered around her favorite food or her favorite TV show or her favorite color, etc. What you're doing here is you're making her associate things with memories of you. This is called associative memory in psychology, and it's highly effective. Number 7 is teach her something new. Women love to learn new things from a man because teaching and mentorship are characteristics that are synonymous with leaders, and women innately want to be led by a man. If you could teach her something new, she will forever be grateful to you for it. Women see a man who is willing and able to teach them something as being confident, capable, and loving, so this is definitely an important trait to have. Ultimately, making a woman miss you is extremely easy. It just takes an understanding of the psyche of a woman, and also understanding that women are very emotional creatures, but following these steps can make that work in your favor. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
All right, that was interesting. I mean, look, man, I kind of agree with some of the points that she said, but again, for me, it's a little nuanced. I mean, it's great. I mean, it really is, but it's just, I just feel like there are some parts that need to be elaborated a little bit more, in my opinion. But it is a 4-minute video, so what do you expect? But yeah, man, good stuff. I mean, I like her stuff. She gives good vibes. Her name is Olivia Alexa. All right. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of my reaction videos, and I'll make more of it. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.